welcome to Big Scott 35. Let's talk. I'm going to start this right off with the big news of the week that BGS is closing down. No, that's it's true, but that's not the big news I'm talking about. The National, it looks like it's happening unless we have some devastation going on, which in this crazy world in the last year or two, I wouldn't count it out, but they say there's a chance. So I just want, I've stayed pretty quiet about it and just been hopeful. But this is my reservation paperwork, and hopefully I can get this to come up on the screen there. I'm going to try one more time. Can you see that date? 11/20/2020, I believe. 11/30/2020 is when I put in my reservations for the National. November 30th, 2020. That's how excited I was. I am taping this Friday night for Sunday. Because I got a lot to do. I'm going on vacation Tuesday back home. If you've seen my last video, why I haven't made another one this week. I've been fighting shingles for the past little over a week, I guess. I didn't even know I had them. I started breaking out on Memorial Day, Monday, really bad. Then Tuesday went to the doctor at work, and he told me I had shingles. I've never had them. I just know on Monday I was in excruciating pain while at work, and yeah, I don't wish that on anybody. I'm just letting you know what's going on in my life. Everything's gonna be fine. I needed some time off anyway, and I'll probably be out for a little while with this, but I'm gonna keep making videos because baseball cards is what keeps me sane right now, and knowing the National is happening, I know a lot of people's really happy about it. I made a video a couple of weeks ago talking about how we can have all these big shows, and I think what I touched on other videos I've been seeing it too. I'm not saying I started a trend by any means. I just think it's obvious, because in July we have Dallas, Chantilly. There's going to be a big one in Des Moines, and I just saw they just put a thing on their Facebook page this week and Instagram, and the one in Des Moines, they're still trying to sell tables. So I don't know. That's actually the weekend before the National. So I don't know how smart that was. I know both of them were planning that the National wouldn't happen because Illinois was so tough. They were betting on it, and I think now that the National's happening, I've heard a lot of people not going to Dallas. So this poor Des Moines show that they're trying to get off the ground, I don't know if that's how well that's gonna be. And then there's other big shows, Dallas happening again, and I think Philly show was this weekend. You just show after and it's all these big shows. I know Boston had a couple, a nice size one, not huge, last weekend or the weekend before. Chantilly was the same weekend as Dallas. The last one, it's just over and over. But the National's happening. I got my ticket. That's what I started on. I got my reservation. I got my plane ticket. It's only an hour flight for me. It takes as long to drive to the airport as it is to fly from Iowa to Chicago. So and then a quick 10-minute 30-minute shuttle ride from the airport to my hotel room. So I'm excited. I can't wait. I'll be there Thursday noonish to 1 probably, and this hotel, they're really good. Most of them will do it. If you can't check in, the concierge will take your bag for you so you can go over to the show. You know, it works out fine. And then I think Sunday, a little fast movement. Let's see where we go focusing. So Sunday I'm leaving. I think my flight's like at 3. So I can go over there for a little while on Sunday just to see if there's any deals. I like that kind of 3 o'clock, get home mid-afternoon, and I don't have to go back to work till middle of the week. So I did that purposely because I'm working graveyards then. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm over the moon excited. I get to go on vacation. I'm going home for the first time in a year and a half on Tuesday. Coming back, and in a couple of weeks, be at the National with everybody. Get to see y'all faces, put names with faces. I know a lot of people that talk to me on here say they're going. The weekend before, I am going to go to Des Moines, at least for one day. I plan on going on Saturday with everybody else. I just want to see it. It's about a 2-hour drive for me. It's not down the street, but it's about a 2-hour drive for me. But it's an easy drive. Everywhere in Des Moines is an easy drive. Straight road, just go and just make sure you don't get pulled. That's about it. I did open it up with a little joke about Beckett. Beckett they're closing up, which, I'm in a group chat where that was the first place I saw it, and people were going back and forth, and I was like, man, this is almost, to me, it's like it's a tree falling in the forest. It only makes a noise if somebody's there. Beckett just seems to be falling away. I won't even say slowly. You don't hear much about him. You don't hear people talking about him. You don't see much on, at least I don't, on YouTube, people sharing their returns. And there are people getting returns, because I know a lot of the younger people like the 4 subgrades. I know a lot of basketball collectors like the 4 subgrades. I'm not a big fan of it. I am, if you sit there and tell me that 4 9.5 is a true 9.5, and then somebody, what was it? I know it was a different company, but, with the 3 9s and a whatever, 9.5 or whatever, or 8, and they couldn't even do the math right. And they said one of the grades carry a heavier weight than the other grades. And I was just like, my gosh, we need a sliding ruler now to figure this out. I mean, to me, I'm just not a big fan of that. Now, I'm not saying not to do it. I own those cards because I'm a big fan of buy the card, not the slab. I know quite a few people this week are putting out videos, including Nats Man put out one where GMG, he texted me today that he's sending cards to them. Never heard of them. I'm going to look into it tonight when I get done with this. People making videos about different, groups, and you just got to do your research and feel comfortable with it. But you just have to realize, if you sell with these companies that don't have any traction in the market, you're going to sell at very low prices, right? Because nobody's going to think that a 10 from GMG is a 10 even from SGC. I mean, and people see 10s and SGC, don't believe it's a 10 at PSA. And that really drives me crazy with that. But, and I don't know about GMG. I have no idea. I want to look. I haven't watched this video yet, him talking about it. But I'm sure he has his reasonings, very good reasonings. He just doesn't do things on a whim. He's, like I said, and if you watched me talk last week with him, he's the first video or second video I watched about SGC and was impressed with it. And that's, one of the factors I went to SGC, give him a try. I still got cards at PSA, and if PSA ever opens up and comes down to a reasonable price to get regular cards and remembers us guys on the bottom that wants to just grade our $2 cards and piss off everybody else for jamming the system. I'll be happy with that. And, you know, but if they don't, then I won't. And I showed you the other day, I mean, I picked up a PSA Gary Carter for my PSA collection. So I'm still going to buy slabs. I just won't get them slabbed. It's not worth paying, you know, even for me, for Gary Carter's, it's hard to me go over $15 a card. You know, 25, I'm really thinking hard. I'll have a SGC coming up on Tuesday revealing, and I'll talk a little bit why I did the cards there, because it's a lot of cards that I was on the fringe of, do I send or not send, especially with the price increases, because you really want, you're definitely thinking you got to get your money back. Even if you don't sell it, as a collector, you want to feel good about getting those cards graded. You know, when they were $8, $12, $16, you know, you pay, you know, I send off, I was sending off one time 12 cards, whatever that amount was, for around $100. You know, I felt good. If I did that once a month, that was part of my hobby budget, and that's, you know, was in my collection. But I knew it increased the value of my collection. That if I ever did want to sell, or whoever gets them when I'm gone from this place will have an idea of what they got. You know, that's the whole reason why you grade, is just to know what you have, and for everybody else to know what you have, and increase the value. You know, if you want to sit there and tell me you do it for protection, there's a million different ways to protect your cards. You don't have to get them slabbed. You get them slabbed for one reason. And, you know, with that being said, you know, I'll look into some of these other ones. I don't know, you know, SGC being $25, that's kind of where I'm at now. You know, and a quick turnaround, geez, you can't beat it. You know, I got 5 cards with Michael now. I'm going to send 5 more this week. I'm just sending in 5 with every paycheck, and he waits till he gets 100 cards, and then he sends them in. So if I got 10 to 20, you know, whatever he's got of mine, I know I got that money set it, because every paycheck I have to take that money and set it aside for those cards. So that's how I'm doing things. But like I said, I'm excited about the National. This is a little quickie tonight. Like I said, going on vacation. I'm hoping next Let's Talk is going to be a very special Let's Talk. You know, me going home. I'm going to talk to some people from home and try to line up some videos there. And, you know, until then, be kind to each other. Be uplifting. If you're going to criticize, be to the point, and don't just be mean about it. If we put ourselves out here doing these videos, we have to be able to take some criticism, but that doesn't give you the right just to be mean about it. And if you're going to do it, you know, I don't mind criticism. I've had people tell me my videos are blurry, vacuum my carpet, whatever, my pad. You know, I don't mind. I take that and I work on it and try to be better. I try to be better. And but us as a community need to be better at uplifting. We go to this show, I'm sure there's going to be get-togethers at night, and I went to a couple at the last one, and it's just a great community. If you've seen any pictures, you know, there's videos from the Cleveland one from, you know, a few years back. I wasn't involved as much as I am now, and but you know, there's a lot of love in this community. You know, if you saw my mail day this past week, I was beyond ecstatic, and hopefully I'm returning that favor to him. But it's not just that. With the outpouring and reach that that people have in the community, if it's, you know, leaving messages on these videos, talking on Twitter. You know, I try to put myself a little bit more on Twitter. You know, I am being better at it every day, because I keep saying I need to be a better friend, a better card friend. I need to be a better just person altogether. And I feel like everybody should be. Not saying that I'm being bad or anybody else is being bad. It's just we all should just try to be better every day, and with our comments, and you know, really think about it and then read your comment back to yourself. And it's the golden rule. Do you want somebody to say that to you? And you might want to, I've done it and deleted it and rewrote it just to, you know, you're trying to be funny, and it just doesn't come across as funny. You come across as a know-it-all. And everybody collects differently. Collect your way, and you know, that's the way it is. So until next time, leave a like, share. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm starting off tonight. I'm knocking on 400. I'd like to get 400 this year, and you know, every year if I put 100 subscribers every year, and if I don't, that's fine too. You know, I apologize. I keep trying to. I want to make a Facebook page for everybody, for the collectors out there, and so we can connect. I've been connected pretty well on my Messenger. You know, please talk to each other and don't keep things to yourself. If there's a, you know, a Target has got cards out there, let as many people know so we can beat the bots. That's all I want. And I've gotten 2 weeks in a row, I've gotten Bowman cards from Target online, and you know, great. So until next time, see ya.